Hey, it's Rocky here again, and here we are looking at the Dow Jones Index here. And in a previous video we talked about how this had made a high here, and I was short going in here, and I was short down through this pullback down here, and I made a forecast that it was going to head down here to around 0.618 retracement, which is what it did. Big long spike low there. They're always a good thing to look at and say, okay, that looks like it's going to go higher now, which it did, but then it came back down, made a higher low than this low here. And then it rallied up, came back down, it couldn't get going, came back down here, and then it made another higher low than this low here. And then at around 2 o'clock Australian time in the afternoon, it started to rally out of that low. So it looks like for now, so this is a wave A or 1 of the next leg up. Either way, it should be a good rally from here. It's come back down, had this big long wave 2 or B grinding correction that took all this time from there to there to burn off this relatively short rally here. So it's come down here, it's made a triple bottom there, and then at around 2 o'clock this afternoon in Australia, it started to rally. So this was a very nice trade up here. It's come up, and because we got up towards this old high here, I was moving stops up underneath this low, and as soon as I took out that low, I was taken out. But then we only had a very small counter trend. Now when you see a small counter trend like this, if it came down here to 50%, you would consider the market to be neutral. If it comes down more than 50%, you would think the market is weak. But this came down here only 0.25, so it's a very shallow correction. Only 2 bars. 1, 2, we went up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bars up, and 3 bars down. So that's 1/3 in time and 25% in price. That's a very strong market. So as it broke up above this high here, you'll see I bought it again here, and I've put some price projections on here to see where we want to be careful, and we want to start looking at taking some profits if the market gets to those price projections. So projecting this range from here to here, from this low, takes us to 16,179. We're currently at 16,57, so there's about 120 points in there. So that there will be a key area of resistance. And then if we take this entire run up here and then project that from the low of wave 2, 100% of that range is 16,202. So between 179 and 202, there's 30 points in there where this is going to struggle to continue on. So I'm going to have my eyes peeled for that. If it gets that far, I'll be looking to take my profits at around this area. So I'll let this market trade for now, and we'll see what happens, and I'll come back and update you later on. Okay, so it's been a couple of days since I entered this trade, and as you recall, we entered long here, expecting this to rally up to 100% of this previous range here, or even 100% of this previous range, and we projected them, this one from here up to there, and this one from here up to there, and got long just in here. It started to rally, then it's come back down, it couldn't get going, had another rally, and then it's just failed to really get going. Rallied into another top here, which was at about 75% of this previous range, and then it had a big pullback, and I was ultimately stopped out with my stop loss below this low, and that was the end of the trade. And since then we've come down there, we've rallied up, we've just gone sideways all through here. It really can't get going. So this is not a strong trend. These are the trends you want to stay away from. When you've got a trend like this, or like this, they're very easy to trade. But when you start getting this washing machine motion here, and then it comes down and takes out all of these lows and comes right back down to this low here, there's no real trend there. So it's not the kind of thing you want to be trading. And I'll stay out of this now until we get some kind of direction, and then we'll take another trade, and then we'll see what happens. So as you can see, not every trade comes off as planned. In fact, a lot of trades won't come off as planned. And this was one that looked promising, but then it just failed. So that's what happens with trading. Nothing we can do about it. It's just part of the business. So I hope that update helps you to see what can happen when you have a forecast and see we expected it to go up here. It didn't get anywhere near there. Now it may eventually head up to here, and it could even go higher. Who knows? But for now, we're out of the market. We've got this sideways, non-trending action. I don't want to be involved in that, and you shouldn't want to be in that kind of thing either. So I hope this helps, and I'll talk with you in the next video.